Transform chaos into clarity, map processes, assign ownership, harness data's true potential.
How do we move from this chaotic environment that no matter how much money you throw at it, it's not gonna change into some environment that's organized, that's ready to actually utilize the massive potential of any solution that you're going to bring, whether this is machine learning, whether this is advanced analytics, or even something basic, like as basic as like Power BI or Tableau for basic reporting, like nothing crazy, right? So this is pretty much that. This is the keyword. This is the C for it right here. I mean, first of all, we need to start mapping a clear process. If you have no process, you have no business, right? So it's very important that we first start by mapping what is it that I'm doing. This finance team that everyone is so afraid of touching their processes. What are they doing in there? If one of these veteran people has left, are are we able to map what they were doing? And can we do this right now? So first, we want to start mapping what's happening for every single transaction that you have in your business. Whether you're working in a small business, I mean, and this is very tough, by the way, when we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar operation, this is one of the most typical things you'll have to do. But once done, now you're not just depending on people. Now you're not just depending on, like, if somebody leaves, now you God knows like what's gonna happen. Now if someone leaves, you have to plead documentation into what's gonna happen, what was happening, who was doing it, how the data is moving from a person to another, how the transaction is moving from a person to another. So you have a clear system that tells you, like, we start here, we end there, and that's pretty much it. So and yeah, that's a nice one that I want to take you over. Which, first, again, we're gonna map a process, right? Second, we're gonna make it clear for everyone who owns this process. It's very important. And what's even more important than just mapping the process and assigning someone to be responsible for it is to actually let them own it. This is very important, by the way. If you're a control freak, it's very difficult because we tend to assign owners to people, to things, like to processes, and then we tell them what to do. And that's a problem. I mean, I was watching one of these like Netflix executives that he was talking about how do they do their best to keep their people there for as long as possible. And the gentleman was saying, like, you can put all the fancy amenities, sauna, pools, like all the fancy things in the headquarters, in the office, to have people to, like, like coming to work and wanna be there. But it's only one thing that they have noticed that make people wanna stay in there. It's when people feel that they're being treated like adults.